While South Sudan explores avenues to maintain peace and guarantee smooth political transition come 2025, the country is expected to hold general election at the end of the extended transitional period. Garang John, SSBC News.
Welcome back to Celebs Watch 211. Of late, it's become very difficult to browse the social media platforms without coming across the question, where is Garang John? For those who do not know Garang John, he is a South Sudanese media personality who previously served as the diplomatic correspondent at South Sudan Broadcasting Channel, that is SSBC TV, from August 10, 2022 up to January 16, 2023.
The institution tasked with the responsibility of protecting and promoting the image of South Sudan, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation is working hard to promote effective service delivery in its diplomatic service within and outside the country. Garang John, SSBC News.
Now that we all know who Garang John is, let's go back to the reason as to why we are here today. That is the main agenda of this video. On November 18th, 2024, Garang John took to his Facebook page and posted the following. Attention, if you know anyone who lives near the ex-spy chief's home in Tongping, please inform them to evacuate. A potential clash between Akol Kurs and his jailers adherents looms. Sources claim that heavily armed men are ready to free the former intelligence head from home detention at any moment. Driving on such a route in the evening is risky. It's important to note that Juba will not be safe in the coming days. Aside from General Akol Kur's detention, which has displaced his loyalists, unpaid soldiers are unhappy and hungry. Whatever you choose to do with this information is entirely yours. This information was received with mixed reaction, whereby some people believe that in South Sudan we don't have the luxury to ignore any piece of information and that everything should be taken seriously. On the other hand, some people believe that Garang John is spreading propaganda, of which is not good because South Sudan has been through a lot and no one is ready for another war. One commenter asked Garang John why such an important piece of information would be released to him, only for him to release it to the public, and another asked why the unhappy and hungry soldiers would fight for Akol Kur when they were not getting paid even when he was in leadership. And true to Garang John's words, there was a heavy gunfire at General Akol Kur's residence in Tungping area on November 21st, 2024.
Yes, it is true that there was exchange of gunfire this evening, and that one occurred at the residence of former spy chief, General Akol Kur. There was misunderstanding between our own soldiers. We have two layers of security team. We have the outer protection force that is protecting its residents, and we have his close protection force. So there was misunderstanding between the two forces, and as a result, they exchanged fire. However, upon the eruption of gunshots, our Chief of Defense Forces, General Santino Dawon, rushed to the scene of the shooting. He had calmed down the situation. He has succeeded in containing further shooting, and more investigation will be done tomorrow on the exact root cause of the misunderstanding that degenerated into armed confrontations.
This was the last thing that Garang John posted on his Facebook page, and the Junubi netizens have become very worried because it's unlike him to be offline for such a long time. Therefore, netizens are rightfully asking for his whereabouts. And especially for anyone who has been following Garang John for a while, you understand that he had been initially wrongfully detained at the Blue House, where he was subjected to humiliation and mockery, in his own words, as per the post of November 7th, 2024. According to Garang John, all he needs from the South Sudan's leadership is a well-written apology, nothing much.
So kindly, we need to know, is Garang John arrest came as a result of the unfortunate viral clips or a different case? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Actually, the people who are saying that Garang John was kidnapped are right. They are right. They are right because, as we always say, that let us follow the law. The procedure of arrest was not followed.
To commemorate 1 year from when he was arrested by the National Security Services, Garang John made a Facebook post on January 16th, 2024, and this is the caption that he had, together with an audio from the chairman of the Union of Journalists, that is Patrick Oyet.
I truly believe those who are watching us live now will get that fact straight and also disseminate it to the rest of the people online. Sometimes assumptions and sometimes can kill the whole nation. If we assume that this thing has happened, and in real sense, that was not the case. Give us, our viewers, also a brief clarifications on the arrest of Garang John. Yes. Because what people heard on social media was that Garang John was actually kidnapped, and you know what the country is at that stage, like our country, and you hear somebody being kidnapped by the security apparatus, you always worried. So kindly, we need to know, is Garang John arrest came as a result of the unfortunate viral clips or a different case? Actually, the people who are saying that Garang John was kidnapped are right. They are right. They are right because, as we always say, that let us follow the law. The procedure of arrest was not followed. The information we got is that Garang John was called on Saturday last week. He was called by one of the national security officials who said, Garang John, one of the people who are for investigation has mentioned that his drive is with you. So we kindly need that drive. So Garang told that officer that I work with one of those people in the same office, in my private office. We work together. I do not know if he has brought any foreign drive in the office. I will check, and indeed, if I get, I will hand over to you. However, as per now, I am in Sherikat for a marriage ceremony, so I will not be able to help. Give me time. On Sunday again, that officer called Garang, and Garang told him, yes, I got your information. As I told you yesterday, I was for marriage. Today, Sunday, I didn't go to the office. Give me time until Monday. On Monday, Garang went, checked, and found indeed that there was a drive. And they communicated and said, yes, I found this drive. Then he told him, now, if you found the drive, I'm going to direct you to give to somebody. And he gave a number, with a phone number. Garang called, and the person told Garang that that person whom Garang called was in Gumbo. When they went to Gumbo, when they reached the compound of the place where they were told to meet, he called the number which he was given, and the person said, okay, now I am inside, you come inside, and only remove the drive. He went inside. When he went inside, then again, they did not take even 1 minute. They came out with the people, assuming whom he had been talking to, and they went into a different car, which was parked. So indeed, those people who are saying Garang was kidnapped are right in a way, because the process of arrest was not followed according to what the law provides. This is how he was taken. And as a union, we immediately started following when we heard that this is what happened. We started following the case until later the National Security confirmed to us that they had him also for investigation related to the same case. So this is what happened to Garang John. Thank you so much, Mr. President Oyet Patrick, for that explanation. Indeed, Garang John was kidnapped. Otherwise, it was also Balanda on his side to go and give drive to somebody in Gumbo. And you know the distance from Blue House to Gumbo. I know. So, in real sense, something was not clear. Thank you for that explanation. The whole process was not constitutional and was not even accurate. Better for the journalists, which they went to SSBC office to seek for themselves to come to the Blue House. Those were, at least, it was good for them to go to SSBC. But for telling somebody to go to your house in Gumbo or wherever you are, then the fella end up being taken to an unknown location is unconstitutional. Thank you for that.
Garang John was released from the Blue House after spending 60 days, which is approximately 2 months, without being produced in any court of law. And because of that unlawful arrest and detention, Garang John vowed to expose corruption within the South Sudan government, and he stated that he would focus mainly on President Salva Kiir Mayardit, his close associates, as well as the SPLM regime in general. It is unclear whether the National Security Services are involved in Garang John's current disappearance, or he decided to take some time off from the social media. However, what is very clear is that his family is looking for him, and they have urged the citizens to stop spreading rumors regarding his whereabouts in a letter that was shared by various media houses on November 27th, 2024. The letter reads, "The family would like the general public to refrain from persistent rumors regarding Garang John's absence on social media. Instead, we strongly encourage all individuals who are concerned about Garang John to work with the family in efforts to re-establish communication with him." It is important to note that Garang severed his relationship with the government in Juba following his illegal detention and humiliation he faced there. "We raised Garang, and we know he means what he says. He promised never to associate with President Salva Kiir's regime, but vowed to continue performing media work whenever and wherever he could as part of his contribution to South Sudan's development." According to John, all he wants from the government is an apology, and he has no plans to get involved in the country's political bickery. All he wants is justice and accountability for himself and other citizens who have suffered similar atrocities. Garang John had his last communication with some family members on November 17, 2024. His social media contacts are being called, but no one is answering. We also urge anyone in contact with him to encourage him to return calls. Regards, Garang John's family. Here at Celebs Watch 211, we hope that Garang John is doing well wherever he is. We also hope that they will get into contact with his family members so that they stop being worried and that he is found safe and sound.